On the bench in front of me, I have a hammer, a nail, and some timber. The goal of this experiment is to bind the timber together as a very simple means of testing faith. According to the Bible, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith, then, in this case, is my hopeful expectation that the hammer will be able to do for me what I otherwise could not, and drive in the nail. As you can see, the hammer has rewarded my faith by driving in the nail. The next thing I'm going to do is repeat the experiment using a different variable. This time, instead of a hammer, I will attempt to drive the nail in using a tennis ball. We can clearly see that the tennis ball simply lacks the capacity to do what it is that I hope for. What this teaches us is that the focus of our faith matters. In other words, our faith must be rooted in something that is able to deliver what it is that we hope for. If our faith is correct, we will receive it. But if not, then the amount of faith that we have in a thing is of no consequence. It will always be in vain. According to the testimony of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all the miracles performed by Jesus were measured out according to faith. As a result, the sick were healed, the hungry were fed, the blind were given sight, and the dead were raised. In every recorded account, correctly placed faith always resulted in a tangible exchange occurring, where the person received what it is they were hoping for. This sentiment perfectly matches what we just observed in the previous experiment. Mark 6 verses 5 and 6 also highlight the effect of faithlessness, for it is written, "Now he could do no mighty work there, except that he laid his hands on a few sick people and healed them, and he marveled because of their unbelief. Then he went about in the villages in a circuit teaching." This too is in line with what is observable. For if I am utterly faithless, how can I receive anything at all? As faith is required in order to believe that something can be done in the first place. So for instance, if I have absolutely no faith in water's ability to wash my skin clean, I will never go to the water for washing. And if I do not believe that a hammer can drive in a nail, I will never pick up the hammer to try. What this means is that the measure of my faith is rooted in whether or not I receive what I hope for. And if I do not receive it, either I am faithless or I am asking amiss. Therefore, if I claim to have placed my faith in Jesus Christ for the remission of sin, there must be a remission of sin. If there is no evidence of a remission of sin, my faith is a lie. Faith without works is dead.